Can you give your name and address, please?
Yes, sir. My name is Bill Schroer, Schroer. I live at 506 East 5th Street in La Junta. And yeah, very briefly, commissioners and staff and guests, I just moved here from Lakewood. And I'm semi-retired. I'm a sustainability economist. I just love it here. I mean, and obviously you guys know more. I think, not everybody likes the prairie, but, we can't help that. But I just, first of all, wanted to say that. I think this is an outstanding place. And I'm very happy about my move. But also, since I've been here, I've seen these two reports. Now, they're not big academic reports from the federal government. One is from a digital health company. And then one I saw from last summer, it's 3.5 years old, from some kind of secondary news source at Center Square. But, I mean, they list Otero County as the worst place to live in Colorado. I mean, that is so preposterous. And, you look at these, you look at the reports, even a cursory review, they'll go to certain demographics like population change, income level, but that's very incomplete, and there's some reasons for that. There's a lot of seniors here, and you have big farm income. But those bother me. Makes me feel like a dope for, and other people. And certainly the people who live here, that are the core of the community. I mean, you guys have more important things to do and stuff, but I'm gonna respond to these because I think it's another way to get the positive things about the community in. And I'm not gonna take it too seriously. Again, they're not, I don't know how many people really saw these, but if I saw it, other people will.
Right.
And I think the concern is it just scares people away. They go, it's dog patch down there, or, hillbillies, or what other kind of nonsense. And we don't need that.
Right.
And it's not good for the young people. If they think, well, this place, people trash it, I'm gonna go to Pueblo, I'm gonna go to Denver, whatever. And then as I list, I mean, you guys know this better, but, my business is sustainability and economic resiliency. I mean, you have great sustainability assets. People who want clean air, they can ride their bike. Gosh, you have all these roads out here. You have access to all kinds of transportation, local food. My God, you're world famous for that. And, that can grow into more local food production. You have tremendous sustainability assets to bring more people in. So I just wanted to get on the record. I'm going to respond, but I'm going to keep a conversation with you and the other, key, City of La Junta, City of Rocky Ford, whatever. Maybe some kind of collective effort will emerge. And not only to respond to the reports, but, to list all the other high quality things about the region. I just think it's also, sometimes you go, oh, to heck with that. But you got to respond sometimes, to just keep your pride. And then commissioners at the bottom, one thing, until we do get the economy going a little better, I mean, the reports weren't all inaccurate. I mean, we do need more money down here. We need to boost employment. Those things, some of those reports, they weren't altogether inaccurate. And so I have a little familiarity with this weatherization assistance program. It's kind of connected to the LEAP. But one thing that's been new over the last year between that bipartisan infrastructure legislation from last spring and then this Inflation Reduction Act, I mean, there are billions of dollars they're putting in to these things like home weatherization assistance. And that would be great for this area with all like the senior fixed income housing, like this lady here. People are trying to hold on to their homes, and they can really do some pretty significant home rehab. Not just a little bit of weather stripping and stuff like in the past, but I mean, they can give these folks free furnaces, new appliances. They'll fully insulate, maybe new windows, which are expensive.
We used to have a program like that down here. And they called it weatherization.
Yeah, and maybe in the past, I think I was even talking to Rick Klein about it, he may have been involved, It may have been,
Yeah, he worked for the county at the time when it started.
you know, it might have been, you know, red tape, and it wasn't as, you know, extensive, but in addition to that, they'll use that same kind of clientele and network. This IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act, has huge rebates for like heat pumps, stoves. The you know, the federal administration wants to really upgrade people's appliances at home so they're more energy efficient, and they're electric based, because that's, you can have solar and wind as the energy source to use those. And so, no, and that's what I just respectfully wanted to recommend, commissioners, is, you know, let's take a look at that. Maybe we can, whether that's the county or the county contract with like the junior college or somebody else, to get that local. Ironically for me, before I, you know, find maybe some part-time work, you know, I fully bought my home, but my only income is Social Security. So I actually qualify for this. And so that's what got my wheels spinning. It's administered out of Pueblo. You have to wait like almost 2 years. And my fear is what'll happen is if we don't get somebody local, Pueblo, you know, they'll just do people in Pueblo County. And even though we'll get allocations, if it's like, if you don't use it, you lose it. And we'll lose it to Boulder, Denver, whoever else has a more functional local weatherization office. And gosh, that would be, with the WAP and then the, you know, the big tax credits, that could really rejuvenate, like, you know, your local HVAC industry. And look, why not have people buy those in Otero County instead of going to Pueblo? And I talked to the young lady. She's nice in Pueblo County. Their big problem is labor. They can't keep trained staff there. You know, they're soon about the time they get them trained, they get off to another job. I mean, and you wait too long. And so I'll be back. I'll be in touch with your county administrator. I wanted to just put this on the record, think about it. The county, you know, we would have to get a hold of like the state energy office. But I think if the community kind of got organized and said, hey, you know, we really want to get these resources, but there's a bottleneck in Pueblo. And I know the junior college, I think, is looking at some kind of an HVAC or like trades type of thing. Maybe they could, you know, and so that is something that would really help a lot of homes down here, and why not? Anyway, that's it. May I get a hold of you?
Absolutely. Let me see if I have a card here.
Yeah, and then, you know, I have a little familiarity with this. I mean, I would help you. I kind of know a few avenues. You guys would probably know even better, but I would be glad to help and, you know, talk to, you know, Rocky Ford or Lahana or the college. And I think for the long term, that would really help us. But otherwise, I just think it's great down here. And unlike those reports, I'm proud to live here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I have to tell you, my family has owned a plumbing business for 63 years in La Junta, and I wouldn't live anywhere else.
yeah.
I
And
love it here. And how they came up with that, I don't know. Because
what,
it's with the worst city in
Oh,
Colorado.
worst county.
This is a wonderful, wonderful place to live.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of different perspectives. I come from the sustainability end, and I think it's more resilient. I think if we really go through tougher times, and that very well could happen, I think our area will stand a better chance of keeping its head above water, because you got the ag community, you got the river, the train will be real important, but you also have great climate. You do have a lot of wind. You know, you can do more wind and solar. It's perfect for solar.
Our economy just bounces along here, it doesn't change. It
Yeah.
doesn't go way up and it doesn't go way down. We just bounce along just like this.
Yeah.
Been through all the hard times and the good times, and just pretty
They'll
much
never-
stays the same.
They'll never get rid of us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very
Well, no,
much.
and then I'll
We appreciate
I'll
it.
follow up, and then also commissioners, you know, if you want to get involved in this or have any ideas about, let's get that extricated from Pueblo, let's get that administrative capacity here locally. And that's just a triple win if we can do that. But otherwise, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir.